your boy Silver Ranch. You're back for another Ranch reaction, and I'm so excited for this one. So it was late at night last night, and I was scrolling on TikTok, and this is an artist I love a lot. His name is Connor Price. I love everything about his music. I remember one of the first memories I have, he did a song with, he did the Spin the Globe, but then he also did a song with, I believe, if I remember correctly, he did a song with Lex Bratcher. She's incredible. She is an unbelievable artist. He did one with her, and I instantly fell in love with his music and who he is as a person. So, and then it's even funnier because one of my friends, Mikey from Postmen Podcast, told me he was a big fan of Connor Price. And I felt like it just fit at this point. So I've been listening to so much of him, but I haven't ever done a reaction. This song just dropped, I believe, yesterday. So I want to give this a listen. It's called Runnin. And from the snippet I heard, I was super excited for this. So I'm just going to keep it simple, shut up, and get right into this. I hope you all enjoyed. If you want me to do more Connor Price reactions or other reactions, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, the whole 9 yards, because any ounce of love and support that y'all leave, it means the world to me. I don't know how many people are going to see this one, but I always love doing reactions of artists that I just love listening to here and there, and this is one of them. So before we get into this, a quick word from a partner on my channel. And now a quick word to shout out a partner on my channel, being Dubby Energy. Dubby is a clean energy drink that is meant to give you focuses, no crashes, jitters, nothing, unlike a lot of other energy drinks. They also don't use artificial dyes, which to me I would find super important, since quite frankly I'm not a huge fan of a lot of energy drinks. I think they're super full of chemicals and just they don't feel supernatural, but Dubby does. They contain vitamins, amino acids, and a solid amount of caffeine to help you focus when you're gaming, working, or taking care of chores or other things that we might not really want to deal with. It helps gives you a lot of energy to get through your day. The process is super simple. All you have to do is pour in some water, tear open a packet, or pour a spoonful from a tub, give the bottle a shake, and boom, you got yourself a simple and delicious energy drink. They are beyond tasty. I got right here a mixture of watermelon, guava, and lime. Like, that is just phenomenal. That is just phenomenal. I never knew I wanted that mixture of those three together, but yes. And along with having a solid price, I just love this company in Dubby. They're super trustworthy, and I love them to death. And if you need any more convincing, if you go down to my description and click the link, or use this code here, Silver_Ranch with capital S and a capital R at checkout, you get 10% off your original purchase, courtesy of Dubby. Thank you so much for being a partner of my channel, Dubby Energy. And now back to the video. And with that out of the way, let's get into the music. Oh.
Everybody talking in my head. Hurry up. I don't wanna stop and they forget. Hurry up.
Oh.
Only ever chasing what's next. Hurry up. Only ever running from a grave. Hurry up. Running. Yeah. Running till the lights go out. Running. Yeah. Running till the lights go out.
Before we start with the verse, that was the snippet I heard, folks. Not the opening bit. That opening bit, this was so smooth. This felt like some 90s type shit right here. Woo! I love that he let that ring out for so long before he started with the first line. Everybody talking in my head. But I also loved. Oh no! Don't mute. It was right here. Only ever chasing what's next, because a lot of running means you're constantly running forward. You're going to the next trend, the next highlight, the next click, the next view, and we sometimes forget to take a step back and appreciate what we're doing and how important our career is, and not just our career but our lives. We're all people at the end of the day who do stuff on the internet, just like athletes are, musicians. They're all people at the end of the day.
Only ever chasing what's next. Hurry up. Only ever running from a grave. Hurry up. Running. Yeah. Running till the lights go out. Running. Yeah. Running till the lights go out.
And then even like a line like that, run until the lights go out, because it means like the lights go out, like your life ends. You're running and you're working you're constantly running, you're constantly moving forward, there's no ever going backwards in life. You're constantly going until your life ends. Especially if you live in America.
Unproductive in my early 20s. Swallow back anxiety, it hurt my stomach.
Ooh.
I don't really like this version of me. Everybody's saying that I'll learn to love me. We'll see. Stuck inside the comfort zone where nothing grows. Looking around like I've been here before. Kept saying I'll do it next year. That was last year. And then the time before that was the year before.
Oh. Wow. Okay. Yeah. No, that one. Oh, that hit me hard. Because sometimes it's so easy. One thing I was actually had a friend of mine who was helping me a lot because I was putting the best effort was I wanted to do a fan game. And you always tell yourself, I'll get to it here. I'll get to it this point. I'll get to it next week or next year, next month, next year. And then time goes by and you never get around to it. Damn. And then the stuck inside the comfort zone. We all just want to enjoy our lives, but sometimes we're never willing to push ourselves to want to do the things we really, really want to do in our lives. Damn, that's a hard line right there.
To love me, we'll see. Stuck inside the comfort zone where nothing grows. Looking around like I've been here before. Kept saying I'll do it next year.
And then like the look around like I've been here because I've been here before essentially means like you're running in place and not going anywhere.
That was last year, and then the time before that was the year before.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, there's 5 years passing me by. Nothing but promises to myself, I guess that I lied. I stopped walking when I said that I'd take it in stride. How can I tell my kid to try when I ain't even tried? Damn, guess I needed that reality check. Keep on repeating the mistakes I said won't happen again. Looking around it.
Dude, his flow is so amazing. And again, the reason it's funny because I've listened to him and I always think of Dizzy 8 at the same sense. They feel like one and the same to me. They are two people who have a very genuine, authentic soul when it comes to rap. And not just have an authentic soul, but they're two of the only people I've ever listened to that don't swear in rap. And I'm not saying swearing in rap brings down value. In fact, people like Fable and DPS actually show it can have a lot of value in Rustage. Like, those are the three I've always said. If you want to add value into swear words in rap, those are always my three go-tos because they put so much heart, soul, and passion into what they do. So those words mean more and have more emphasis. But these two, it's people like Dizzy and Connor here, the reason I've loved their music, especially because they don't swear, is because they're very religious people. It doesn't fit with who they are. So they go and speak from a very genuine, authentic Christian viewpoint. This is good. Like that line right here. How can I tell my kid to try when I'm not?
Try when I ain't even
When I ain't even tried. That's a crazy good line right there.
Damn, guess I needed that reality check. Keep on repeating the mistakes I said won't happen again. Looking around at everybody else, they having success. Wasting my time waiting, thinking that I had to be next. Put that version of myself in a casket to rest. Eyes bloodshot, looking like I'm back from the dead. I ain't catching Z's, let alone catching my breath. Damn, guess this life has some adverse effects. I can't stop, cause everybody talking in my head. Hurry up. I don't wanna stop and they forget. Hurry up. Only ever chasing what's next. Hurry up. Only ever running from a grave. Hurry up. Running. Yeah, running till the lights go out. Running. Yeah, running till the lights go out. Overly productive in my late 20s. Everything I want from life I take from it. I set plans, had a goal, hit them all, took a toll. But everyone who doubted couldn't say nothing. Work-life balance, I'm trying to juggle that.
It's a tough, I love that line right there, work-life balance, trying to juggle that. It's always a tough part. I've actually talked about it with artists, from people like Richie to Ben Schuler, on how tough it is sometimes to balance out your life with making music and being in this community. But it just, the idea of music as a whole, like this bit right here, going from like not doing enough to actually going a little too far at the other end and doing too much because you want everything, you're gonna set plans for, you're gonna go for it, and you're gonna always try to reach for it, no matter how crazy or hard some of these goals might seem. This is unbelievable writing here from Connor.
Oh, but everyone who doubted couldn't say nothing. Work-life balance, I'm trying to juggle that. Touring with my family cause we hunting packs. Son is on the phone crying, asking when we coming back. Trying to get this money stacked, he just wants his mom and dad. Damn, I was on the road, did 32 shows, hopping off stage, switched the clothes. I opened my phone, edit all this content alone. I needed to post because if I don't, they'll forget me and may never show up again.
What I love about that bit right here, from the part touring shows, it felt very Eminem based. If you've ever listened to some older Eminem songs, he constantly talked about trying to find that balance and give the best life he could for his daughter. In this case, it's Connor's son that he's talking about, because it's so hard, because you're, especially, again, lost within this, it's a lot of these people, it's very hard to raise families in a sense, because when you start going on tour, that's how you make a lot of money. It's how you provide for your family. But in another vacuum of that, you're gone from your house for long periods of time, and you're not back for sometimes months on end. And sometimes that can take a toll on a relationship or a family. And I feel like people don't really get that. This is such genuine, real, unbelievable rap.
Alone, I needed to post because if I don't, they'll forget me and may never show up.
That's the other part. That, you know, I spend late nights working on posts because if I don't, then these people might never show up again, because it's so easy, it's so hard to get to where you are and hit these peaks of views and subscribers and followers and streams, all these stuffs that people want to listen to you and love what you do, but it's so quick and easy for people to just forget about you 2 days later and go find the next phenom out on the internet. It's a tough life, and I don't envy people who get that big, because it gets in your head. Because it feels like, what did you do wrong that people don't want to listen to your music anymore? Stuff like that.
Again, right? Look, my mind is in 100 places. Autopilot on stage, yeah, I sung the phrases, but deep down I'm distracted by some frustration. I try to push it down, but it's suffocating. Run in place or become complacent. Too much stress or no stress, that's the ultimatum. I'm trying to...
That's the crazy one right there. Too much stress or no stress, that's the ultimatum. Feels like it's almost impossible to find a balance. You either feel like you're not doing enough, again, the running in place and no stress, or you're too stressed and you're trying to juggle a million things at once. Too much stress. Like, what was the other line? It was become complacent.
That's the ultimatum. I'm trying to play both sides like a double agent. Got everything I wanted. Do I love or hate it? Everybody talking in my head. Hurry up. I don't wanna stop and they forget. Hurry up. Only ever chasing what's next. Hurry up. Only ever running from a grave. Hurry up. Running. Yeah, running till the lights go out. Running. Yeah, running till the lights go out.
Oh, and I love that bit. Run until the lights go. Like, when they say instead of going out, you just hear the light switch flick, and it ends on a dark shot. That's a fucking phenomenal editing right there. That is such a smart design choice for the ending of that video. Okay, that was Running by Connor Price. Wow. I picked a great song for the first ever Connor Price reaction on my channel. Now, I gotta start with this. His flow is unbelievable. Again, I always love listening to him and Dizzy 8 in a vacuum, together, because they just put so much love into what they do. And I feel like no matter what different styles or way they go about it, they make music the way they want to do it. I'm not saying that other artists don't. I'm saying artists will try trends and try ideas even if they like it. Someone like Connor and Dizzy, they just do music because it puts a smile on their face. Everybody does music because they love it. That goes without saying. You wouldn't be in music if you didn't love it. Most likely. Those who put, I believe, 200% in, feels like every song they drop, they have a constant smile on their face every time. And that's what someone like Dizzy 8 and Connor have with their music. So go run that song up. It's called Runnin. It's unbelievable. Absolutely incredible. And if you enjoyed this reaction, please, folks, leave support by dropping likes, comment for more, subscribe to become part of the Ranch Nation, turn on the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on Ranch Reactions, gaming, commentary, music, my podcast, Nerds on the Mic, vlogs, EP album breakdowns, or anything else that I drop on this channel, because of the love and support that y'all leave mean the world to me. For all the people who might pop in here, I don't know how many new people are going to pop in for this one, but I hit 1,000 subscribers about a month ago, and I just dropped my 1,000 special. So thank you all for the love and support. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. I love you all. Take care. For the Ranch Nation, I'm out of here. Peace.